Wilmington. My name is Vincenza, and I have my dynamic co-host with me today.
Big Ive.
Or Big Ive. Did you miss me on Monday?
Daggone right. I kept wanting to call Matt beautiful and wonderful. And
I did catch Lovely came out a little bit, which I thought was so funny, but Matt is always awesome. I mean, I enjoy watching Matt all the time. He's on the evening news.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know Matt Ford, he's our news anchor for DETV News, but he was able to fill in for me on Monday. I wasn't able to be here, so thank you, Matt.
Appreciate
Very
you, brother.
excited to see you always on Good Morning Wilmington. But he did a great show. You guys did a great show. Had a great show. I loved, all of the guests. Ashley, I was so bummed that I got to miss Ashley. I always call her by her maiden name, Ashley Coleman, because she's a former Miss Teen USA 1999 and the only Delaware representative to ever win the national title. So I know her as that. Did you know that about her?
No, I knew she won Miss Teen, but she didn't get into all context
she didn't
about
get
all that.
I should have been here for that interview.
She's very, very humble, and an amazing chef.
She
so
is.
shout out to Ashley.
Yes, no, it's Ashley Thayer now, that's right, Ashley Thayer, and she's also one of our personalities, our TV personalities. She's one of our chefs on DETV, so you can tune in and watch her as well. But a really exciting show, as always, and I'm sorry that it wasn't here.
No, it's all right, you're here now.
I'm so sorry, I'm here now.
And we knew why you were out, so it was pageant related.
Yes, yes, can I share?
Please,
can I share? Okay, so for viewers that are just tuning in, I'm the Executive State Director of the Miss Delaware USA and the Miss Delaware Teen USA organization. And on Monday, I was able to make a trip up to New York City with my new title holders, Miss Delaware USA 2022, Grace Lang, and Miss Delaware Teen USA 2022, Ava McMurray, to select their gown for nationals.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so it was very...
Is that like wedding dress hunting?
It's at the caliber of that, because it's so magical and it's so important. It's a really great experience. We were so fortunate to pay a visit to Giovanni Fashions, one of our main sponsors, but we were able to also take our state sponsor, our gown sponsor, Cecile Boutique. The owner of Cecile Boutique is named Shanna. We thank her for her generosity and her sponsorship, because she was able to not only advocate for my title holders, but also be able to bring and make the dream come to life.
Nice.
And I was really excited about that. But it was a very important day. So I had to be there for my title holders, and I thank you for holding the fort down.
We held it down for
Yes,
you.
no, thank you. Really special day. So let's talk about the show.
Okay, the show. So first of all, we got a live studio audience.
We have a big audience.
All right, so we got that going on. We moving up.
I love this. You should see what it looks like right now. It's really cool, because usually when we're on set, there's maybe a few people, but we have a full crowd.
Where you seen a few people since we've been on set?
It keeps growing every time. I love it. I mean, we're on the plaza. It's definitely the big leagues now.
Yeah, we're in the big leagues now. And special shout out to Councilwoman Oliver that was here, Xanthia Oliver that was here, and my main man that's watching, State Rep Brian Shoup. What's up, Brian? He just hit me up, so want to give him a special shout out. We have some amazing guests today, and I think every week, Vincenza, the guests just keep getting better and better and better.
Yes.
And the thing about it is, it's community people, right? It's community people. So we can have the president on when we want to. I just got to call him up like, yo, Joe, what's happening? You know what I mean? But it's all about the community.
Yes, it is, and highlighting what these individuals, our capeless heroes, right? We
Capeless
like to call
heroes.
them our capeless heroes, are doing, and we give them a platform to speak on their initiatives and their passions. So we're very excited to have so many wonderful guests. And just to mention them real quick, we have Chelsea Spyres, the executive director at Riverfront Church, as well as Katie LeCroq, the program manager of the Wilmington Collective. We're very excited to have them on the show, as well as Theo Nix Jr., the CEO of Drone Workforce Solutions and DWS Drone School. So I'm very excited to chat with them. We have some other guests.
Yes, we have Jerry DuPhilly in the house from Wilmington Grand Prix and Out and About Magazine. If you didn't get your latest copy of Out and About Magazine, make sure you get the copy, and make sure you get this copy too. Got your boy on it. All right. So they're in the house to talk about Wilmington Grand Prix.
Yes.
You want to go talk to Jerry real quick?
Yes.
Jerry, what's
Jerry.
happening? Wonderful, man.
We're doing
Wonderful.
great. We're doing great.
Big day, big weekend's coming up, starting Friday. Talk to me about it.
So this is, you were talking about community. This weekend's all about community. We kick off with the 14th Wilmington Grand Prix Friday night with Monkey Hill Time Trial kickoff party. We're going to have racers from all over the world actually coming in and racing on Monkey Hill. We've got a live band, we've got food trucks, people
Wow.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, I have our special flyers here, and I'm looking at the chain of events that you have for this weekend. Now, if I'm correct, I was looking at the weather, and they're saying there might be rain on Saturday. Do you have a backup plan if there is rain on Saturday?
Well, it's a rain or shine event.
Okay, rain or shine.
We've got 4 races and a host of family activities planned. So it's a rain or shine event. We've got a national Jeff Warriors bubble show that happens inside the green. So if it's raining through that half hour over there, you can go to the bubble show. We've got some other activities inside the green, the baby green. The restaurants will be open. Hey, it's people coming from all over regardless. And it's rain or shine.
And that's the great thing, Jerry. Like you said, a lot of people are coming to be a part of this. I wanted to also, can you tell me a little bit more about the Major Taylor Community Ride that's happening, I believe that's Saturday?
Yeah, so Saturday morning we will kick off the festivities at 11 o'clock with the first annual Major Taylor Community Ride. It's free. All you need is a bike and a helmet. And we've got cycling groups that are Black-dominated cycling groups from all over the country coming in to lead this ride in honor of Major Taylor and our community. So it'll be a great way to kick things off.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yes,
I
yes,
can't wait.
definitely. More exciting events happening always in the city of Wilmington. We're really excited about the Grand Prix weekend. And if you're just tuning in, make sure you visit wilmgrandprix.com. I don't know if you can see this flyer right here, wilmgrandprix.com. If you need to tune in and find out all these special events that are happening. And rain or shine on Saturday, May 14th. They're expecting rain this weekend, so rain or shine, it will be happening. So, Jerry, come on over here. Come right here behind us.
And make sure you tell them again, Jerry, because they need to know.
Yes,
All
tell
right.
us again about for viewers just tuning in, because sometimes there's some late viewers that are just...
We had to bring Jerry all the way across the studio to make sure that y'all heard correctly.
Here's
Yes.
what you have to remember. There's Friday and Saturday. It's all free. Just come out this weekend. It's bikes, it's community, it's music, it's food. It's a lot of fun. Come out and join us.
I
Yes,
can't wait.
exactly. Now, is it a free event? Yes.
It's a free event.
Did you hear that? It's a
Absolutely.
free event, so no excuses, rain or shine. It's time to come out, support local businesses, because it also supports all the local eateries, which is always a plus. I'm a firm believer in supporting your local eateries,
I'm gonna
right?
put on my bike shorts, right? I'm gonna pull out my 1975 Schwinn bike. Jerry, it's on, baby.
Everybody should come out and ride. You kick it off on Saturday. It's a free ride, and you ride the same course the pros do.
Oh, wow.
Just at the pace that you want.
How many people are you expecting to be involved in the race itself? Jerry?
Overall, we've got between riders and racers, we've got over 1,000 people in this weekend
Wow.
to participate.
And we're talking about fresh out of the pandemic, we got 1,000 riders.
Yeah, out of the pandemic throughout the
That's
weekend,
awesome.
we got 1,000 riders and racers combined. It's gonna be rocking and rolling.
That's awesome.
Love it. Love it,
That's
man.
awesome.
All right.
Good luck with
All
the
right.
event, Jerry, and thank you for being here.
All right.
Yes, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Oh, you wanna tell me a little bit about what they can expect in this issue of Out and About?
Oh, well,
for it.
Gotta
why
be
not?
here, right.
This issue of Out and About, Jim Miller does a great piece on the hospitality industry and kind of what you don't see when you come in as a customer, the teamwork that happens kind of behind the scenes.
Yes.
There's previews of other activities happening in May. Pick it up, it's free, read it
Yes.
for yourself.
Yes,
There you
thank
go.
you. Thank you,
There you
Jerry.
have it.
Yes, thank you, Jerry, and thank you for stopping in on
for
Good
having me,
Morning
guys.
Wilmington.
Thanks, brother.
We'll
Appreciate
see you
it.
soon,
See ya.
okay?
As you can see, we're giving hand signals, right? Because that's what we do here at DETV. We'll be right back after this break, and we're going to come back. Who we coming back with?
Oh gosh, we're
The
coming
lovely
back with,
ladies.
yes, Chelsea Spyres and Katie LeCroq from the Wilmington Kitchen Collective.
I love it. I love it. All right, we'll be right back. Good morning, Wilmington.
How did the ETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided just to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
Welcome back, everyone. I love the transition part when we have to quickly make a quick change, right?
Right. I'm trying to tell you.
Usually it's always me trying to figure it out, but today it was you. But no, we always like to keep it moving and keep it going. I love it. It's always something new and fresh. But anyway, our next guest, we're really excited to chat with them. From the Wilmington Kitchen Collective, we have Katie LeCroq, the program manager of the Wilmington Kitchen Collective, and we also have Chelsea Spyres, the executive director at the Riverfront Church. Welcome, ladies.
Welcome.
Yeah, so let's dive into what is the Wilmington Kitchen Collective. So, Katie, we'll take it away with that. Go for it.
So the Wilmington Kitchen Collective is a commissary kitchen where local food entrepreneurs have a home base from which to build their products and build their businesses out of.
Excellent.
And it is run by the Riverfront Church.
Okay, gotcha. And so just to bring Chelsea in, Chelsea, tell us a little bit about the Riverfront Church.
Yeah, so Riverfront meets literally on the riverfront at the Hare Pavilion Sunday nights, and we don't have another physical space.
Okay.
And so as an organization, we've said, how can we invest in other spaces throughout the city? How can we utilize spaces that already exist? We don't need to recreate what already exists. And so Wilmington Alliance actually came to us about 2.5 years ago with this idea for the kitchen.
Okay.
And they were looking for space, and they were looking for an operating partner. And so we found that space, this first space, in Grace Church at 9th and Washington. And so Grace is the home of the first home of the Kitchen Collective.
Okay.
And Riverfront is the operating partner. So we manage all the day in and day out. We hired Katie as our employee and our first kitchen manager. But we really see it as a way to be investing in the city and investing in entrepreneurs and really redefining what church is.
I love it, redefining what church is. And I remember at Riverfront, I heard that from my man Ken Grant a long time ago, I guess when you get first opened up. And it's done so much in the community, for the community. But what I love about it, like she said, they just utilize spaces that are out there. The waterfront, the riverfront, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So with this Kitchen Collective, what does it mean for local entrepreneurs in the industry?
So it means, we're a little bit different
Okay.
than other commissary kitchens.
Okay.
We take people that need help building the framework of their business before they actually launch with their products.
Right.
So we help them, guide them through the process of getting all the licenses and all
Nice.
the permits and all that jazz to get set up to have a really strong foundation for their business.
Gotcha.
And I'm sorry to interrupt, Katie, just to let you know, Ivan, it's actually very difficult and it's confusing.
Oh, it's
I
a
don't know,
mess. It's a
ladies.
that would be an understatement.
I can speak
Forget
on,
what you heard, it is a mess.
I can speak on this from personal experience. I'm third generation in the restaurant industry. I own a restaurant in North Wilmington, so I understand the process of what it takes to not only implement all of these, these things that you have to go through, but also just to start. And we didn't even get to opening up the business, just to start the process. It's very confusing, it's very hard. And yes, it is necessary because it's important, because for safety, for educational purposes, for sanitary purposes, when you're dealing with food, it's really, really important to make sure you follow all the policies and rules, especially with the Board of Health. And I understand that. It's confusing, especially if you don't have any guidance. I was very fortunate. My my mentor was able to guide me through so much of it. But I think about it all the time. If I didn't have him, it would have been even harder.
Right.
But I mean, the fact that this organization, the Wilmington Kitchen Collective, is offering these opportunities, these resources, is so incredible.
Yeah.
So incredible. It really is, because you're giving someone who has a dream of opening up a business, opening up a restaurant, which is very hard right now.
And you're giving
Really,
them
really
the
hard.
know-how now,
Yes.
also.
Yeah.
So, which is, and I remember we spoke to Renata a long time ago when she had this.
Renata, that's
love
right.
Renata.
Shout out to Renata. We love you.
And she was saying the same thing that you would just echo. She was echoing the same thing you just said. That, you know, like even being a creative, a lot of creatives, they don't understand how to run a business.
right.
Running a business is a total different thing. So someone that is a chef, a cook, and then now they want to open up a business, like, okay, where do I start?
Right.
The starting process is probably the hardest process.
hardest.
And then going into how to facilitate everything else in that business. So
Yes.
congratulations and shout out to you guys for coming together, helping the community with that.
I think another unique part of the collective is we talk about, like, when you join the collective, you're really joining the family.
Right.
Right,
love
and
that.
like we are gonna have your back, and we're gonna trust that you're gonna have our back.
Nice.
And that, like, we don't have all the answers of how to run a culinary business, right? We are learning alongside our entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And so our entrepreneurs are also teaching us, right? And we're saying, like, what skills do you have? And so watching some of our entrepreneurs work together, prepping food for an event, right? And one guy who was finished early then hopped over to help somebody else because he saw, like, all right, she needs just another set of hands right now.
Right.
And just watching folks who are starting to cook together physically in the same space also start to care about each other and each other's stories has just been beautiful to watch, like, the collective really be a collective.
It is. It's a great networking opportunity for new business owners, future business owners, right? That's what I like to say. Now, you do have a grand opening coming up.
We sure
Tell
do.
us about, tell us and our viewers about the grand opening.
So, May 19th, this next Thursday, from 4 to 8, we're having our ribbon cutting and celebration party. So, we're going to have official ribbon cutting stuff 4 to 5, and then from 5 to 8,
Party time.
party time.
I was
Food, live
Party
music.
time.
You're gonna turn up in there. That's what they trying to say.
I would
We're
be
like,
there.
if we have to have a formal ribbon cutting, how
Yeah.
can we make it fun?
Right,
And
exactly,
so
exactly.
all of our entrepreneurs will have a dish to share. It's a
nice.
free community event, and so each of them will have a dish. Sharon Sable and Sean Kesani will be providing music along
Nice.
with a few others, and so it'll just be a good celebration night.
How can someone be a part of the Wilmington Collaborative, the Kitchen Collaborative?
Well, there's several different ways people can participate.
Okay.
So they can get on the list to become a member,
Okay.
which
Is there a fee?
there is no fee.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No fee to join.
Yeah, no
Okay.
fee to join.
Okay.
To become if you have a kitchen space, then that's all. There's a whole process.
Okay.
To get on the list, you fill out an interest form
Okay.
and tell us. Some people fill it out. They have just an idea in their head and they don't know where to start. Some people are like, I'm all set. All I need is the kitchen.
Right,
So
right.
there's like 60 people on our list right now, and in varying
Wow.
states. So there's that gorgeous process happening with that. We also are open to having mentors.
Okay.
So if you are have a culinary business and you want to kind of give back, give some feedback, mentor a new entrepreneur, come
Perfect.
on by.
Understood.
Yes,
Love
no,
it.
that's such a great idea. And just to shout out to all of the local eateries, if you want to be a mentor, tune in, follow. What's the website?
WilmingtonKitchenCollective.com.
There you go, WilmingtonKitchenCollective.com. If you want to be a mentor, because mentors are important, right, Ivan? We talk
Yeah.
about it all the time, the importance of
Talk to 'em.
mentorship. All about, we still to this day, we have mentors in
Yes.
our lives, and we're
Yes.
always, it's growing.
Wouldn't get through it without them.
Right.
Exactly. And the importance of having a mentor, especially for a new business owner, someone who's wants to dive into the culinary world or the restaurant world. It's very challenging, so it's really important to have someone who has been through it all and could give those words of wisdom, especially through this whole pandemic. So
Right.
the restaurant industry was hit directly, very, very hard for through this whole pandemic. So we had to make some changes, and I always believe that the restaurant world is forever changed because of this pandemic.
Yeah.
So we had to make some changes that has shifted the whole world. So I do believe that that mentorship aspect or element would be very important for these new future business owners and culinary artists, I like to say. But so tell us a little bit about it says here, what does this new space mean for food industry entrepreneurs? So would you tell us a little bit about like the new space and what it means for them?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I think the new space, right? To launch a business, you need space.
Yes.
All of our food trucks, all of our caterers, all of our bakers even, they're supposed to be cooking out of a commercial kitchen.
Right.
And we know
Right.
that barrier is really hard, which is why we have like 60 people on our waiting list, and we have never said to the public, we have space,
Right.
come join our list.
Right.
Because we've just been launching, and so it's been amazing to see that need and to see like how we can start filling that need.
Right.
And so with this first location, it's allowed 7 businesses to take that next step, to expand their business. For some of them, that means opening a food truck for the first time. For some of them, that means saying yes to 5 catering jobs a month instead of 3. Like each of our entrepreneurs have different goals. And we at the Collective like to really emphasize that it is their goals and they are defining what is success, right? For all of our folks, it's not going to be opening a storefront because that's not their goal.
Right,
Their goal
right.
isn't like a commercial storefront space. Some of them, success is being out here every Wednesday at Rodney Square at the market, right? And having space to be able to be there every week. And so that space is really this entry into deeper business development, right?
Love
It's
it.
saying
Yes.
like, we're gonna meet this need, and as we meet this need and this barrier is taken away, now it allows you to dream a little bit bigger and
Yes.
to say like, how can we expand?
I love that. I love that you're creating that space for opportunity and open their mind to dream bigger.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
love that.
There we
I'm
go.
a big actually, Ivan and I are both big dreamers.
dreamers.
If you don't know, now you know. We're big
Yeah.
dreamers here, and we are a firm believer that you have to continue to dream big. And you're never too old
That's
to
right.
follow your dreams, and you're never too young. I always say you just have to keep following your dreams and chasing your dreams. So that's really awesome what you're offering these young entrepreneurs.
And not all of them are
Yeah.
young. Actually,
yes.
I would
Oh,
say
yes.
most of them are not very young.
what's the age range?
Yeah.
Is there an age range for to be a part of the Wilmington Kitchen Collective?
No,
you
there's
have
no-
to be 18.
Right, right.
But right. Other than that, there's no stipulation.
Okay.
We've got people that have retired from their careers, and we've got people just starting their careers.
Nice.
So it runs the gamut, and it's gorgeous to see how when they connect together, how they both can feed off of each other
Yes.
because of the variety and scope of everything that they represent.
It's wonderful to watch this play out, right? Because again, when Renata came, we talked 2 years ago. She had this idea. So this is your camera right here, community camera. Tell the community what you need.
What we need?
What you need? Yeah, how they can sign up.
We
how
need
they get part.
mentors.
Right.
We need mentors. We need volunteers. We need donors. This project is not free, so we need donors. We need folks to just keep showing up, right? I think we just continue to be amazed what happens when folks keep showing up. Eventually, we need more space, and I say eventually, right? Like we're expanding over time, so we need more space as well.
And also, if you have an event that you need catering at or a food truck at, reach out. We'll connect you to our members. So.
Excellent. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming on the show. We wish you both the best of luck at the grand opening. And then come back and let us know how things are going. All right, Ivan, we're going to take a quick break.
No breaks. No
No
breaks.
breaks.
No
Oh,
breaks.
oh,
no
never
breaks.
mind.
We marathoning it, baby.
we just keep it going. All right.
We marathoning it. Storm,
breaks.
what's happening? We're actually going to talk to Stormin Oliver, the founder of the Stormin Classic, back in what year did you start it, Storm?
1980 when you played.
19, what you say?
When you played.
When I played, that's right, I'm 101. And we're going to talk about the Stormin Classic and the amazing Hall of Fame that he got going on. So, you ready for that, Storm?
Sure. Uh-huh.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here I come. I'm going to go over there. Here I come. All right, I'll be back, man. Storm, what's happening, man?
How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, bro?
How you doing, buddy?
Okay, Stormin Classic, right? How did you come up with the Stormin Classic?
Well, Aaron Rivers was going to University of Delaware. Joe Hicks was at University of
I
Delaware.
remember Joe Hicks.
Tyrone Williams was at Lincoln. I was at Delaware State, and my
Right.
brother Cisco was a senior.
Right.
And so we went down Barbara Hicks Park. We knew some guys over South Bridge needed some direction. So 54 of you guys just came in skins and shirts, and that's how I got
And that's
started.
how it got started.
Yeah.
So how many years later? We talking 30 years later?
20 years.
20 years later. I think 2 years ago you did a reunion game.
Yeah, down
at
at
the Field House.
Field House, yeah.
And now it's the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, 100 Hall of Fame.
How do you feel about that, man?
I didn't know it was going to be so big. I didn't know. I mean, but it's crazy, right? I mean, you've been seeing the
Yeah.
excitement. We got 10 billboards going up throughout the city, beginning of June. We're going to have the ceremony down at the Chase Center.
Okay.
Robert Cheney, of course, these guys will be the major sponsors. And Sonny Vaccaro from Nike.
From Nike, yeah.
As a matter of fact, he did a movie's going to come out with his
Okay.
story. He's
Yeah.
going to be the keynote speaker. Charles Barkley said he's going to send a video congratulating those guys. I'm trying to figure out what size is your jacket. So
That's 4XLT.
yeah, because you was a bruiser.
I'm trying. That's what they called me, the Bruiser.
Yeah.
Took after the old Boston Celtics. I mean, Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, Bill Lambier.
Right. All right, man. Let's talk about it. Let's get around to it. Who's your top 10?
Oh God,
Come on, give me a top 20 because you put this out there, people gonna start hitting the comment box up real hard. Come on, Storm.
So can I be honest?
Be honest.
Because I'm on a committee.
Okay.
I can't give out names, my thoughts, because but
Okay.
committee members could. You know what I mean?
Understood.
I mean, and but I will say a guy like Bo Lemon, right?
Okay.
He was the first player selected, right? He started the classic off. I would definitely have to say a guy like Bo Lemon, right?
Okay.
A guy like Matt Chittum and Doc Chittum, they passed on.
Yes.
He would definitely be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Hill, who passed on. Those guys. I mean, Larry Spiller, who's related to Mort Kimball. He was the first white guy who played in our basketball league.
I thought it was Carney.
No.
Carney was the
Carney
first.
coach.
He coached.
Yeah, but he was in a plane accident,
Oh wow.
and his family, whole family died, and we named
wow.
the league after him one year.
Okay.
So those kind of guys will be honored. Dan Frawley,
Yeah.
who was one of the first political sponsors, he would definitely be honored. Those kind of guys, like Jim Seals, who was Seals Dynasty. These
Right.
guys were the foundation.
Right.
Then we have refs, man. I don't know. Ike
You can
Reeves
celebrate
and-
the refs too, right?
Yeah, like Ike Reeves and Bob Cannon,
Yeah.
Naeem Ali, Briscoe. These guys were refing when it was shirts and skins.
Shirts
Jack
and
Booker,
skins.
yeah.
I remember that.
So you got to honor those kind of people. So it's really like a whole family thing,
Yeah.
man. And even like you saw it, you saw it from the baby steps. Even in the later years, man, we had Nike, Adidas, Reebok, we had Gatorade,
Yep.
McDonald's.
What did the Classic do for the inner city kids that were going to high school or leaving high school?
Well, it gave them exposure, right? And I think it was the difference now is we didn't charge kids.
Right.
Nobody
Right.
played this, had to pay. And it was always a carrot. So when we got older, we made sure the kids, they had to go to tutoring before the game, and they had to do a community service project. I just
Nice.
think that we miss that when we don't give that kind of incentive. I think students should do community service projects, right?
All right.
Go to a senior center, go to a nursing home, do something, or clean the neighborhood. I think that they should go to tutoring because during the summer months, they lose so much educational opportunities.
Understood.
So for me, Ivan, that's what did it for me.
Yeah. When was the changing point of the Classic? Like you said, with Shirt and Skins, then I remember it started traveling around the city. It was at Bancroft, and then they had like different parks that it was going on. When did you realize like, yo, this is something that really can change? It was if you remember the Cosby Show, the spinoff, A Different World.
Yeah.
A lot of kids, a lot of black kids and inner city kids, it skyrocketed. The emissions skyrocketed. I think here in Delaware, it did the same thing with the Stormin Classic. It gave those kids visibility. It gave us a step up. And now that's away. Like, when did you see that it was a changing point in the Classic?
I think when a lot of stars, high school stars, started coming over, but I tell you, it was totally integrated. John Gordon said something to me the other night. John Gordon, who played at University of Delaware in that St. Mark's, that great team, he said, Norm, I've raised my kids from Stormin's Classic not to be racist.
Right.
I mean, just to accept people.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Carson, another white kid who played at St. Mark's, said, Norm, I did my thesis at UCLA. That kind of stuff really like, wow, because we never looked at, you are who you are.
Right, right.
And I tell you a funny story though, on a kid who went to Sally's, he had a 4.2 grade point average. First of all, I didn't even know you could have a 4.2. I was like, look, dude, I was lucky to get a 2.5, 2.2, right? So give me some of your points, right? And so the parents said, my son do not need to go to tutoring. I said, but hold up, your son is playing with Lenny Brown. I said, see how Lenny Brown's helping your son's basketball game?
There you
and
go.
you're helping him in the books.
Right.
So that's the kind of stuff I'm in.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, man.
Love it, love it. Anything else you want people to know about this, your classic? I mean, or the 100, I'm 101, the Bruiser, Ivan the Bruiser Thomas, baby. You couldn't come in the lane without getting sent down on a stretcher.
I will be, on a serious note, I want to thank you guys at DETV. The show that we did last week, over 2,000 people were watching and commenting, and still people are still commenting today. And it's because of the staff here and the job that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
I think that the city needs to give you guys a little bit more credit. I think that they need to start putting resources behind you, not the city, county, and state. They need to put resources behind a station like this because the news journal is obsolete. There's no more Channel 2, there's no more Channel 12. And again, I get the news journal, I thought in the trash can. But what you guys are doing here in DTV, the city, state, and county have to get behind programming like this, not with your mouth, because you always want these guys to volunteer. I know I go crazy. I go off beat because I love what you're doing. So
Thank you.
I better stop.
No, you keep on going, brother. You keep on talking because you.
I'm trying to get you a paycheck, man.
And I appreciate it because you were the first person that took me on when I had the idea. You know, D. Reed bought me the lights, and you said, "Yo, are you serious about this TV thing?"
We shouldn't bring that up because you owe me rent money.
Like I said, let's go right to the break. We're gonna go to break. All right. This is Big I with Stormin Oliver. Storm, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, bro. Stormin Classic, the 100th anniversary
Hall of Fame
is coming up. What date is that again?
Late September.
Late September. Stay tuned to DETV. We'll make sure we bring you all the details and information going wild. And we'll be right back after these messages with what? What's wrong? Oh, she scared me for a minute. With the guys that are running this drone thing throughout the state of Delaware that's making these students get paid and get educated in DroneWorks. With DroneWorks, Theo is up next along with Vincenzo. We'll be right back. Good morning, Wilmington.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
The day I got arrested was a blessing because it was the end of one chapter of my life and it was the beginning of another. I deserved a clean slate.
Now that clean slate legislation has passed in Delaware, we must ensure that the bills are effectively implemented so qualified people will get the second chance they deserve. To learn more, visit cleanslatede.org.
Welcome back, everyone. So, we have a new host today.
Listen, I ran here from home, Vincenzo, because in the
spoke
beginning,
your name. I
right,
spoke your
and
name
I just
into
appeared.
existence.
I heard you were having a drone segment, so I ran here from home. And I think I made it just in time. You guys didn't have it yet, right?
No, we didn't.
All right,
We made
good.
it just in time. Everyone just tuning in. This is Matt Ford. We spoke about him earlier. He was able to fill in for me on Monday because I wasn't able to be here, but we are so excited
We missed
you're
you.
here.
I'm glad you're back.
Thank
we
you.
missed you.
Thank you. Well, you're always welcome on Good Morning Wilmington. All right, so our next guest, I know you're
Very excited for this.
Matt is really excited about our next guest, so I'd like to introduce our next guest. It's Theo Nix. He's the CEO of Drone Workforce Solutions and DWS Drone School. So, Theo, welcome.
Good morning. Good
Yes,
morning.
good
Glad to be
morning.
here.
So Theo, why don't you let our viewers know a little, and give them just a kind of a background on what is the Drone Workforce Solutions?
Yeah, so DWS Drone School is our training school, global training school, and we teach people everything they need to know in drone technology and virtual reality technology, where they can get their FAA Part 107 license and start flying drones and get paid for it. The Drone Workforce Solutions is our employment staffing company where they can start making money either through us or starting their own businesses or as a subcontractor. So we have one ecosystem. You go from training to employment to making money.
So Theo, if you're someone like myself who is super interested in drones, I come from a news background, and the news photography business, this is the future of it, in drone photography.
Yes, it
so
is.
for someone like me who's super interested and doesn't have a lot of experience, would I fit into one of these courses?
Yes, so this is an introductory course. You don't have to have any experience or training in it. This is what we do. We train you in this. And people from all walks of life. A third of our students are ladies. We have people as old as in their 60s and as young as 16
Wow.
doing this. No experience for most of them.
Oh, wow, wow. So you say that the process, so tell the viewers just tuning in, what is the process on becoming a student?
Yeah, so you would go on our site, dwsdroneschool.com is one way. You can call me at 877-397-4353, and you can contact us. And if you go on the site, we'll tell you, you'll have everything you need to know about the school, about the courses, what we do, when the next courses are, how long it is, how much it costs. And if you have questions, which people do, we'll talk to you all day long.
What courses do you offer?
Yeah, so we offer 3 courses right now. The first is the drone technology course, which is a 70-hour contact hour course where you learn how to, a curriculum about how to pass the FAA exam and everything that you need to know to be a good pilot. We also give you 2 full days of flying in the field. And we give you a top-level drone, one of the best drones made in the world, 4K camera, anti-collision. The drone comes back automatically and lands. If the battery life is low, it can stay in the sky for 47 minutes. And we have our own proprietary curriculum put together by FAA commercial airline pilots who are flight instructors and drone operators as well. So it's all in one 70-hour package. And we teach you how to edit as well and how to start your own drone business and how to finance it. 13 ways of how to finance it, all in 70 hours.
Are the courses free?
No, the courses are not free.
Okay.
And then the other course is a virtual reality course.
Okay.
That's neat.
Drone technology is a $100 billion opportunity, of which $13 billion is in the commercial civil space. Virtual reality, which people don't know about yet, is a $1.2 trillion opportunity. You put those 2 technologies together, and now you're creating generational wealth for your families, which I'm very big on, by getting streams of income, getting paid for all the different types of things that you do for a client.
Right.
It seems like there's a lot of value to this opportunity that you're offering students to just entice them to show interest and be a part of it and learn. And the fact that you're able to do that at your organization, that's really helpful.
Yes,
really helpful.
absolutely. And we've partnered with the Delaware Department of Labor for people who are unemployed or underemployed. They've been financing Delaware residents for a number of years. We have financing available for those people who need financing. And we're the only school in the country that's been approved by the United States Department of Veteran Affairs to teach our vets using the GI Bill. So we have vets coming from around the world, around the country, to Delaware getting trained. We have schools in New Jersey, Georgia, Tennessee, Illinois, and 2 schools in Kenya. So we want to send our operators there to do work in Africa, bring some of these folks here, and have a real kind of United Nations collaborative working together, especially in agriculture, which is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity as well.
So speaking of that, Theo, there's, the agriculture is one we talked about, TV news, photography being other. There's a lot of other industries that are right now using drones, correct? So when people graduate from these courses, what are some of the industries that they could possibly go into?
Yeah, so with the drones that we give them, not some cheap, slick-looking drone on Best Buy shelf. This is a real top-level $1,900 drone.
Right.
They can do real estate. They can do roof inspections. Climbing roofs are dangerous, right? They can do highway inspections, construction work. They can work with surveyors and engineers. They can do cell tower inspections, utility line inspections. Some of these guys who have high school diplomas are making 6 figures.
Wow. Sky's the limit, huh?
The sky's the limit,
literally, right?
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
So,
exactly.
so Theo, we do have to touch on a few more other things because I know our time is short
Yes, I
here.
wanna move-
And
gotta
before
move
the
through.
show started, Matt,
I know,
we were chatting, and Theo's like, I can talk all day, and I said, well,
Me too,
we
clearly.
love that,
That's
we
right.
love that, but we
Right,
have a
that's
short time frame, so I want to
That's
make
right.
sure we get in everything that we need to mention. So
Yes.
tell us about your partnership with Mayor Mike Przicki.
Yeah, so one of the things for me is that our kids are in trouble, and a lot of them are gamers. And we have a lot of shootings and killings and kids not getting what they need. They're techies. They do gaming already. So I went to the mayor and I said, Mayor, let's partner to get these kids into these technologies. And the mayor said, no problem. So within a week, we were ready to ink a deal, got it done. We partnered with one of the top drone companies in the country. This is the drone that they get. They actually, probably the first urban teens in the country to get this. We have the mayor financed 10 in drone, 10 teens in virtual reality. This is where you code the drone to do what you want. It can fly inside, outside, it won't crash. 7 cameras, a magnificent bird, as we call them. And this is what the kids learned on. And so they get their license, took the test, and now we're talking about the next level of starting to get work. So we exchange guns for drones, and these kids who were doing drugs, now they do drones and they'll make more money doing this and live. So this is it. We have 1,000 teen initiative around the country. Wilmington is the first city to do it.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow. Yeah, I'm so glad that you were able to bring some
I'm so excited about all
drones
this.
to
I
show,
know.
to
So
show
I have a couple
us.
operators
Yes.
we want to show
Yes,
as
so
well.
I don't know, are we going to be able to see them in action at
Oh, yes,
some
you
point?
are.
We are,
Yes,
okay,
very
okay,
nice.
perfect.
Now
So-
we had, the other thing we did was I partnered with Ashley Cooper of Drone Navigators, a powerful woman, right, in this space. And we inked a deal with the National International Drone Soccer League. I don't know if you've heard about
have
drone
not.
soccer.
No.
It's going to be Olympic sport. And Ashley and I inked a deal with the soccer league to bring DE drone soccer here.
And it looks like she's here. Hi, Ashley.
Hello.
Ashley, welcome,
And
welcome.
she can tell you about it.
Yes, Ashley, why don't you tell us a little bit more about this?
So yes, I'm the president of Droneversity, and I found out about Theo through his teenage training initiative that he had going on in the city of Wilmington, and it excited me, and I heard about an opportunity to get into drone soccer. So the beauty, I love holding the ball as I talk.
Yes.
So that's, okay, so this is
Yes,
the soccer
this
ball.
is a drone soccer ball.
Okay. I used to play, by the way, I used to play soccer growing up. 9 years of playing soccer. My family, we all love soccer. So I'm very
So
very
pretty
eager to
similar
learn
to
about
that.
this.
This is more
Very eager.
futuristic and more tech savvy. So just to start out, to play drone soccer, teenagers or all ages, starting from 12 and on up, will actually be building this drone soccer ball and programming it. So to program the speed, to be more competitive, printing things out in 3D, to also add and tailor it to basically be have a greater defense, and also you have this defensive cage around it. So if you're familiar with Harry Potter Quidditch,
Yes.
it is very similar. So like a 5-on-5 or a 3-on-3 team, and the goal is obviously to get it through the hole and score, and you have other teams. So a little bit different from any other sport.
Sure is,
if there's a crash or something happens, you're going to see team players going to a laptop to program, also using tools to engineer or rebuild or repair the drone soccer ball. So it's the fun of sports as well as career training.
Okay, well, I think you should show us.
I would love it.
Because
I would love
I
it.
think that's the best part
So
about
we'll
this.
start with this one. Hold this one for the end.
Should I step away? I mean, what are we going to
I know,
expect? Am I safe here?
Come on in.
All right,
Stand
go
up.
for it.
All right.
Oh, we are standing.
All right.
Okay, we're moving
Pull
back.
back. All right.
Our drone operator who just went through our class.
No way.
So this is a Mavic 3, DJI Mavic 3 drone. It has safety avoidance. If you see the positioning lights on the drone, it actually is aware that I'm behind it. So the red in the front where you have your camera, as he was saying, a 4K great camera. It can zoom in the footage. The aerial images are impeccable. And it can also do flight autonomously. So you can be on a bike and tell the drone to track you and just keep rolling and get footage.
That's super
Wow. I'm afraid to get too close to it.
So
There's
no
sensors?
propeller guards on this
There's no
particular
propeller
drone,
So we will lose our
unlike a
fingers.
drone
Okay,
soccer.
all right.
So we don't want to get, they are very powerful. We don't want any lacerations. But I particularly am this is a very new drone, so it hasn't been on the market for longer than a year.
Wow.
So it has all of the high-tech abilities, and public safety organizations are using this drone for search and rescue. You can add sensors to this particular drone for thermal imaging and things of that nature.
Wow, wow.
And this is the drone that we give the students.
And
Okay.
to register for the courses?
Yeah.
Great.
Top of the line.
So this
So
one,
if we
thank you,
can, if
Rashid.
you want to
We'll
land
put
that.
down.
I want to see this.
And this drone soccer ball, so we have these lights in the front where you can program the different lights. So if Kenny, if you could take that off. So what's a little bit different with this drone compared to that drone is it requires a significant amount of manual flying at all times.
You never touch it, right? Never
You
touch
don't
it.
want to
'Cause
touch
I'm ready
it,
to
but you can
headbutt
get
it
close.
right now
This
like a
is
soccer
not-
player would.
Because of the cage, we're all safe to get as
Right
close
on
as
your
we
head.
would ideally want to. So,
Wow, this
And
is
that's
really,
what
really,
we'll be using for the Drone Soccer League.
this is the future.
This is the future.
so both
That's amazing.
drones, stable, high power. I thought you were gonna throw it to me. I was ready to catch it.
I'm ready to.
So guys, come on in.
dress.
Come on
There
in.
we go, there
so
we
they
go.
can
Yes, so
see
let's
that-
meet
who
them
you
here.
are.
please
Is it
introduce yourself to everyone, please.
Hello, I'm Rashid Champy.
Yes. Well,
Thanks for being on the show.
Wilmington here.
yes,
The
thank
He
you.
just came through our April class.
April class,
and got,
okay.
got his license and he got that drone and he's already starting to work.
Excellent, excellent. Please
Kenny?
come on in more. Come in, Ashley, come in a little closer. Perfect. Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Kenny Tripp, and I'm one of the instructors for both your drone schools.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we're very excited that you came to show us and demonstrate what these drones can do. And yes, it is the future. And
That's
I
right.
love it. I was very excited about the soccer element
That's super
that
neat.
was mentioned in my show notes. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love soccer. I grew up
So,
playing soccer.
and
so
we're
I'm so
looking
excited
to
about
partner
this.
with schools,
Excellent.
the Y, Boys and Girls Club, so they can all start setting their own classes and competitions up. And then we'll have regional competitions, go to the nationals, which are what, in Alabama?
So there's a World Cup drone soccer game going on
Who
in
knew?
Birmingham, Alabama in July. So that will be the goal for teams here. There will be a whole Delaware League to be able to compete against other states as well.
Excellent, excellent.
So people who are interested, Theo and Ashley, how can they get in touch with you? How can they learn more? Where can they go to get in touch?
So usdronesoccer.de is the best way to get in contact with us.
Okay.
And in regards to drones, you can also contact dwsdroneschool.com or droneversity.org. We are super excited to get started and
Excellent.
career training in this fun, engaging way.
And we want to really make Delaware a hub, a technology hub, as we reinvent Delaware to get into these technologies and train thousands of residents and kids and send them out and make a transformational, substantive difference in this life.
Well, Theo, we appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for having
Thank you
us.
to everyone that is here today. Ashley, thank you for everything in the demonstration. Gentlemen, we have to close up the show right now,
that's
but
it.
we can keep going, as you said. We can keep
After the
going.
show, we're going to play. Yeah, I can't wait
Yeah,
to.
you can. Matt's gonna hang out with you
Yeah,
guys.
well, Matt,
So
we'll
real
hook
quick,
Matt up.
we're gonna go. Actually, we're gonna go right back to the desk with Ivan. Hi.
Hey,
Ivan, are you still here?
Still here.
Sorry, I took over your spot for a little bit. I was too excited. I had to take over.
Brother, let me tell you something. I'm a drone lover, and I knew when it came to drones that you were just going to elbow me, swim technique, and push me out the way. It is cool. I think that I can't wait, and I need to tell Theo, can a brother like me, how do I go about getting my license? I missed that part. Sign up for the class? That's what I have to do, Theo?
Yes, sign up for the class.
Okay, all right. So
it's only 9 days, Ivan.
I've been flying a drone illegally for about 10 years now, so. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. But Vincenza, I think we had a great show. What do you think, Vincenza?
Yes, as always, another great show. I always am surprised with all of our guests all the time. I usually get a little bit of a warning of who's coming on the show, but then I'm always surprised, and it's even better. So that's what's so special about Good Morning Wilmington. We always have great surprises for you. So always tune in. If you're just tuning in for the first time, every Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m., you get to find out all these amazing people that we get to interview and showcase at DETV on Good Morning Wilmington. So Ivan, thanks again for all of this opportunity. Yes, of course. And Matt, thanks for being here.
Thanks for letting me crash the party again here today. I appreciate it.
You're always welcome.
I know,
Matt.
thank you.
You're always
Thank
welcome.
you.
Hey, Vincenza, Matt is like the guest that comes over to borrow some sugar and does not leave.
And doesn't leave.
He doesn't leave.
Stays
But no, we
over
love
and
you,
over
Matt.
and
So thanks a
over
lot
and
for not even filling in, but just coming on and being a part. Just to keep you up to date again, just to talk about what we already talked about. Grand Prix, make sure you check it out this weekend. We have the City Restaurant Week coming up. Can't wait to check that out. Have a couple restaurants that are participating this year. One of my favorites is Dorcea. Make sure you go check out Dorcea. And Wilma's is playing a part. Did I miss anything, Vincenza?
We have to thank our sponsors.
Awesome sponsors.
Yes, we have to thank our sponsors. Thank you to Out and About Magazine. Also, we have Wi-Fi, Community Education Building, and DART Transit. We always have to mention our sponsors, right, Ivan?
There you go, because without you, there would be no us. Well, kind of, it still would be us, but thank you anyway. We really appreciate it. All right, let's get out of here. We'll see you next week on Good Morning Wilmington. Vincenza, Ivan, and Matt, we are out. Make sure you drop a comment. Oh, Vincenza, Matt, you guys want to take a walk down to, what is it, Najee? Huh? Farmers Market.
Let's do it.
Every Wednesday at,
Here we
what
go.
is it, 10 to 2. Are we going? Y'all leaving?
Bye. See ya. Bye.
Okay.
See ya.
All right, look, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. I'm going to get some